Please remain standing for the invocation to be led by Father Chris Lumagbaz, SMA.
Let us be aware of the presence of God within us and around us. Almighty and ever-living God, we thank you for these graduating students. We pray that you will give them direction, purpose, and perseverance as they enter the next phase of their lives. Give them clearness of mind to move forward into the plans and purposes that you have for them. May these young people gain wisdom from you and have discernment for proper behavior. Bless also our guests, the teachers, and mentors who raise them up and nurture them into mature persons. Bless also the parents and guardians who toiled and sacrificed for their education. We pray that they will rise above ungodly behaviors and have the boldness to stand up for what is right wherever they work, study, or socialize. Give them wisdom, O Lord, to spend their time and resources wisely. Grant them success for their efforts at every turn and guide their feet to follow your ways. May they be eager to do good all the days of their lives.
Lord God, thank you for this special day. Be with us as we celebrate the achievements of our studies. Lord, in your mercy, hear our prayer. Lord God, thank you for this opportunity to learn and grow. Be with us as we go on to weave more of your truth into our lives. Lord, in your mercy, hear our prayer. Lord God, thank you for the beautiful world you have created. Come be with us as we go out and discover our place within you. Lord, in your mercy, hear our prayer. Lord God, thank you for your hope and grace. May you be with us all, helping us each day to walk more closely with you. Lord, in your mercy, hear our prayer. May this commencement day be a celebration of your life within us. We give you all the learning, the skills, and the hard work of these years. We pour out our gifts into your hands. May we hold this memory in our heart as we continue on our venture. Father, may we live a life that reveals your hope and be guided in everything we do by your everlasting truth.
May God's blessings follow you all as you find new journeys to travel. May you walk safely along the pathways of your dreams. May His gentle hand guide the decisions you will make and the passions that you follow. May your hearts and lives always reflect His love and truth, and may hope be a light within you that you carry into its new day. We ask this through Christ our Lord. Amen.
Please remain standing for the Philippine National Anthem.
Tanghal. Ta.
Sa
Paliktunan. Na. Ottawa. Top. Lagaw, pandilaw. Na. Harap sa likod. Harap. Silo. Harap. Harap sa labas. Harap.
May I request the parents and the guests to please be seated as the recitation of the AMA Basic Education Mission and Vision to be led by Darren Aaron A. Pugong, our first honorable mention will be recited. Darren.
Vision and mission. Vision. AMA Basic Education will be the leader and dominant provider of relevant, globally recognized information technology-based education and related services in the global market. Mission. AMA Basic Education shall provide holistic, relevant, quality, and globally recognized IT-based education in all levels and disciplines, with the objective of producing professionals and leaders responsive to the needs of science and international community, cognizant of the welfare and benefits of its men and women, thereby realizing their potentials as productive members of society, for the honor and glory of God Almighty.
On behalf of the graduating class of 2018, I would like to extend a warm welcome to our school administration, honored guests, our dear teachers and school staff, to our ever-supportive parents and fellow graduates. Welcome to the first commencement exercises of AMA Basic Education of Los Piñas for the school year 2017-2018. First and foremost, I would like to congratulate my fellow graduates who always put their best to comply, survive, and succeed to all the challenges that we had encountered. The fruition of our efforts is right before us, and I know we all deserve more than what we could have today. Now, as we approach the final moments of our senior high school journey, let us celebrate and reminisce the irreplaceable moments that we've spent together, the laughter and tears we shared to one another, and also those sleepless nights we spent cramming for the submission of our requirements. Let us thank those people who mold us to become unique individuals, to our parents for their undying support and guidance since the very beginning, to our teachers who bring out the best in all of us, and lastly, to us students for accompanying each other throughout the joyous senior high school voyage. Although some of us have already gone to their way, let us not forget them, for they showed us the authenticity of being a human in this world full of deceit. They make us believe that life is not a gum, but a precious pearl that we should hold on to and take care of. Classmates and fellow graduates, I wish each and every one of you a good luck in whatever choices you decided to make, and success in whatever endeavors you choose to pursue. Let us all work hard, be kind, and strive for growth and value. May God and His wisdom bless us all with knowledge and prosperity in life. Again, thank you for joining us today and welcome to the first commencement exercises of AMA Basic Education of Las Piñas for the school year 2017-2018.
Thank you so much, Marife. To continue with, our first inspirational speaker for this afternoon is a graduate of Bachelor of Science in Electronic and Communications Engineering of St. Louis University in Baguio City, completing his college education via a full 5-year government scholarship. He is a licensed electronics and communication engineer. He spent a year taking up his MBA in the Ateneo de Manila University and now finishing it in Lyceum of the Philippine University. He has held various positions in the semiconductor manufacturing industry for over 30 years in various capacities, such as equipment engineer and manager in Intel for 12 years. As Operational Executive Director and Plant Manager in Amcor Technology for 12 years. He was involved with a startup company on renewable energy, energy solutions, and environmental initiatives. More recently, Sir Ray was a Vice President and General Manager of the SunPower Module Manufacturing Operations, where he retired from just last November of 2016. He is a certified associate wealth planner under the Wealth Management Center. He is pursuing his passion and advocacy in helping Filipinos become more financially educated and literate. His speaking engagements have taken him to several SMEs, and he is now a regular speaker at a pre-departure orientation seminar in a Norwegian shipping company and an electronics company in LTI. Along with his wife, they were the chair couple of the Magis Deo community, a Jesuit-influenced spirituality and marriage encounter community in 2016, and continue to be actively involved in the community. Sir Ray is happily married and has 3 children. Without further ado, my dear ladies and gentlemen, let's give him a round of applause. Sir Ray, please.
My friends Rene Angel Sumeros and family, Ms. Raheda, our principal. Romel is not here, so I wish Romel well. He's out sick today. Captain Pagilina, graduates, parents, and guests. Good afternoon. The theme is ready to face life's challenges. I was given 5 to 7 minutes or even 10 minutes to speak to you, to inspire you. But first of all, let me bring you bad news. Because my first point in my message this afternoon is you will fail. If you have not failed in your life as of yet, until this time, you will eventually. Failure is the other half of success, as you know that, which is the good news. Having failed a lot will make you become more successful. Alam niyo ba yun? Sinong hindi pa dito bumagsak sa elementary or sa high school? Meron ba? Okay, so lahat pala excellent students, walang nagtaas ng kamay. Sa amin, pagka may nagtatanong o may magsasalita, ang daming sinabi ng speaker, And then, sa katapusan sa dulo ng pagsasalita niya, may magtatanong yung speaker, any questions? Lahat kami tutungo. Sabi ng speaker, ang galing nyo. Ang galing ko. Naintindihan nyo lahat. Ang nakita ko yung vision and mission statement ninyo, globally, 3 beses yata nabanggit yung word na global. I think it is important to know na pag sinabing global, we have to be prepared to be globally competitive. And one of the aspects of being globally competitive is being able to speak up. Huwag tayong mahiya, tumayo at magtanong. So huwag niyong ikakahiya kung ano ang nasa isip nyo, anong nasa utak nyo. Alam niyo ba yung joke na pag tinapon daw lahat ng utak natin sa gitna, baka ang utak nyo ang pag-aagawan. Bakit? Slightly used. Hindi nagamit. So wag sana yung utak nyo pag-aagawan. Okay? So back to my first point. Part of being successful is failure. And you may want to ask Rene Sumeros here how it was starting up a business from way back before and where he is today. Hindi yan dire-diretsong successful. You have to face failure. The second point leads me to tell you that being a failure or having failed so many times will increase your adversity quotient. Isa sa mga kailangan para maging successful, dati, isa lang, IQ lang daw. Today, marami na. Meron ng EQ. Ano yung EQ? Emotional quotient. The ability to empathize, the ability to relate with people and to work with people. Interpersonal relationships is key to being successful in life. May pangatlo na ngayon, adversity quotient, which is being resilient, the ability to stand up after every failure and to fight back. So habang nag-fail kayo, naghihirap kayo sa college nyo, or even after college, your adversity quotient goes up. Okay? Merong formula yan. Merong si Paul Stoltz ang nagsalita niya ang theory and everything. Merong assessment kung gaano kataas. And I'm sure lahat kayo marunong sa internet. So, pwede niyong i-google yan. Okay? Yun yung parang na-miss ko nung high school at saka college ako. Pag nagpa-research yung teacher, ang katutak na mabibigat na libro at encyclopedia ang bubuhatin namin. Ngayon, ano ang hawak nyo para mag-research? Telepono lang. Google. Tama ba? Pero by the way, pag nagre-research sa Google, dagdagan nyo naman ng konti. Damihan nyo ang pag-research and then intindihin nyo and then ilagay nyo sa sarili nyong pananalita at pag-iisip. Hindi lang, ibablock mo, copy. Tapos ilagay na ito, submit na. Kung makalusot kayo sa teacher nyo, pwede. Kung mga teacher nyo katulad ng nandito, sigurado babasahin naman yung ginawa nyo. Tama po ba? Okay. So what's the first point? You're going to fail. But welcome failure because your adversity quotient will increase as you become a failure and as you move on with life, become more successful. My last point is, as you go through life, there are a lot of challenges. There's a lot of adversities and obstacles. The home is a sanctuary. You will always want to go back to your home where your parents are and your families are in order to get refilled. Make it your refilling station. Yung isang boss ko nung araw sa Angkor, ang advocacy niya, dahil gusto niya kaming ikulong sa planta at hindi niya gustong umuwi yung mga managers, gusto niya laging nasa planta para magtrabaho. Meron siyang advocacy about quality time. Ang sabi niya, basta mag-spend ka ng quality time sa mga anak mo, okay na yon. Kahit hindi madami, basta pag nagkita kayo ng mga anak mo, quality time. At that time, I did not fully understand what quality time was as he meant it. So, eventually, I realized na hindi totoo yun. Hindi po totoo, and I would not advocate quality time versus quantity time with families, with our children. And now I'm addressing it to the parents. So ang joke ko nung araw, sasabihin ko sa mga kasama ko manager, sabi ko, pare, Webes ngayon. Oh, mamadali ako umuwi kasi schedule kong pagalitan yung anak ko. Anong ibig mong sabihin ng schedule? Anong ginawa niya? May kasalanan ba? Wala. Nakaschedule lang every Thursday kasi doon na ako may oras, papagalitan ko siya. Kung ano man yung kasalanan niya ng linggo, or ano man kasalanan niya gagawin niya pala, nakaschedule na yung galit ko sa kanya. That's quality time. Sabi ko sa boss ko, yun ba yung gusto niyong gawin ko sa pagpares ng pamilya ko? Quality time. So hindi totoo yun, hindi tama yun. Parents, us, and I've raised 3 millennial children. They're aged 32, 25, and 20. I spent a lot of time in my later years. But in my earlier years, at work, na-miss ko yung mga PTA meeting. Yung panganay ko, one day nagulat na lang ako, 18 years old na siya. Sabi ko, 18 ka na pala. Kasi huli kitang naalala, parang 4 years old ka lang eh. Nagtatambol ka pa lang nun eh. So, it may surprise you that time flies so fast. And spending a lot of time with the family and with the children will make it easier for children, for our children, to go through life. Because when problems arise, if there is no home or there are no parents to go back to as a sanctuary, they will turn to other stuff. And that could be a difficult situation. Today, my wife and I spend at least once a month in a prayer meeting with the family. So 5 kami, we spend time together in a 1 hour to 2 hours of prayer meeting. What do we do in the prayer meeting? Sinunod lang namin yung prayer meeting namin na ina-attend na namin every Friday. We share. And we found out that our children in a prayer meeting environment are able to share their deepest feelings, their innermost ideas, lahat na isa-isip nila, open sila na mag-share. They talk about the work, my eldest is working, and my son, they talk about their friends, and my youngest talk about her barkada. So every prayer meeting for the last maybe 5 years na siguro namin ginagawa, yung anak kong bunso, ang lagi ng pinag-uusapan, yung barkada niya at saka yung dance. Kasi member siya ng B-Dance, nasa San Beda siya. So tuwing mag-sharing, yung sayaw, yung usapan, yung barkada, mga kasama niya doon. So tinanong ko yung misis ko, full-time dancer ba itong anak natin, tapos part-time student? Kasi wala siyang sinishare tungkol sa subjects niya, sa schooling niya. But then again, we have to respect that, yun ang gusto niya i-share. But the point I'm making is that the home, being the sanctuary, allows children to share and to speak and to somehow get refilled, get inspired, or somehow get an ear that will listen. Because at the end of the day, when there is no one to listen to us, then what good is our mouth and our words, right? Okay? So in summary, first, expect to fail. Do not be surprised. You will encounter that, you will encounter obstacles. But it will lead you to item number 2, adversity quotient. And then 3, do not forget that you have parents, you have a home to go back to share with, to ask for either forgiveness, permission, or simply to share your difficulties and ask for advice. Graduates, enjoy your life, enjoy your journey. Life is not a destination. Life is a journey. Enjoy while you are able to. Good afternoon.
Thank you very much, Sir Ray, for that very inspiring words, not just for our graduates or graduating students, but also for all of us and our parents. Again, may I call on Sir Ray on stage, together with Sir Rene. The Certificate of Appreciation is awarded to Engineer Mary Ray Melian in grateful acknowledgement and deep appreciation for imparting his invaluable insights and inspirations to the students and members of the educated community during the first commencement exercises held at SM Sucat, Cinema 2, Dr. Arcadio Santos Avenue, Parañaque City. Given this 22nd day of March 2018, signed Engineer Romel M. Sumeros, School Director. Thank you very much. Our next inspirational speaker for the afternoon was born in Basa Air Base, Pampanga. He is the third sibling in a family of four. Then his family moved to Parañaque, by which his father changed his profession from an Air Force pilot to an airline pilot. Together with his brothers and sister, finished their basic education or schooling at the Immaculate Heart of Mary School, wherein he was home with several awards, both in co-curricular and academics. And to mention some, he was nominated to the 10 Outstanding Boy Scouts of the Philippines. He's a consistent leadership awardee, gold medalist for consecutive years in the Parlas Priest Singing Competition, a champion declaimer and orator in the same Parlas Prisa organization, and of course graduated with honors. An original member of Class Maria of PMA, but finished his 4-year course at De La Salle College of St. Benil with a degree of Business Administration, major in Computer Application, wherein he became an officer of the famous Coro San Benildo and eventually became a member of the famous Madrigal Singers for a year. He graduated with honors and garnered the Best in Thesis Award. After his graduation, he entered the aviation world through the Philippine Airlines and became the youngest captain to fly the Airbus 319 and 320 for 3 years. Now his destinations include the US, Europe, and Australia and Asia. Ladies and gentlemen, let's give a round of applause to Captain Dennis M. Pangilinan, my former student and a friend.
Thank you, Miss. First and foremost, gusto ko kayong congratulate. And actually, you're so lucky. Yung inyong valedictorian, nagsalita siya ng walang binabasa. And then, of course, si Engineer, napakagaling, napaka-short lang ng kanyang talk, pero talagang I hope naka-inspire sa inyo. Pero kung magbabasa ako. Anyway, Chairman Rene Griselda Ramos, Someros, I'm sorry. Miss Gina Guerra, Division Supervisor of Las Piñas Department of Education, ma'am. To Vanessa Patricia, the class valedictorian. Marife Rubica, the class valedictorian. Engineer Nerio Melian. School board and administrators, professors, teachers, our lovely parents, family members, friends, most importantly, the main cast of this ceremony, our graduates, A pleasant afternoon to all of you. For approximately 19 years ago, when I was like you sitting on that chair, excited, anxious, attentive, and most especially, the feeling of happiness is definitely visible in me. Hearing the graduation march over and over again is giving me boost to maintain the smile in my face. Seeing my classmates happy and eager to be with our fellow graduates and together witnessing this unforgettable event. Indeed, that gave me a feeling of nostalgia. When Miss Amy gave me a call to participate in this event, I was quite scared because I didn't know exactly what's the difference between the previous curriculum which I had compared to the K-12 program. So I made the research on my own. Beside the legalities concern of foreign curriculum and the years that will be added before you finish your school, I didn't see anything that would create any disadvantage to you as students. The title of the subject may change, but the teachings are the same. Different books may come in, but the idea remains the same. Different approaches may be given, but the conclusion will also be the same. So what makes you all precious compared to me? Students, it is the devotion of our leaders to make you even more competent and be more prepared for the future. Your teachers and professors gave you an additional weapon for you to prepare your college days. They gave you an additional armor for you to protect yourself for all the challenges, triumphs, loneliness, and even heartaches that you are about to experience. I offer you my heartfelt congratulations to the grade 12 students of AMA Basic Education year 2017-2018. I join your family and friends in celebrating this unforgettable event in your life. From your humble beginnings as starters of the K-12 program, every day in your school has not been easy. Your dreams, courage, and perseverance in your studies earned you your togas. But despite of all these trials, you have emerged victorious and ready to take on the higher level and bigger challenge, which is the college life. As you leave AMA and select your chosen career, you will be faced by reality that are far more complex and really serious on what you have learned. Mistakes and failures will not be inevitable, but have the confidence in knowing to the values that AMA have taught you. It had helped and molded you to be prepared in your next student life. You have been equipped by knowledge and skills to excel by your school. But on how far you will go will depend on your hard work, discipline, determination, and faith. Remember your vision in your school that is embedded in your heart, that AMA will be the leader and dominant provider of relevant, globally recognized information technology based education and related service in the global market. And also remember and keep in mind the last portion of your mission, which states that responsive to the needs of science and the international community cognizant of the welfare and benefits of its men and women, thereby realizing their potential as productive members of the society for the honor and glory of God Almighty. I want you to embody these words of your vision and mission throughout your college years. And for sure, you will preserve our hope. Because seeing all of you young graduates indeed gave me, your professors, and most especially your parents, the hope of our future and the future of our beloved country. Some of you will continue the computer career. Some of you maybe will change course and become a doctor, lawyer, engineer, policeman, or even a pilot like me. But whatever your chosen career is, I dream of you to become a responsible professional, responsible son and daughter of your parents, and a responsible citizen of this country. That's why I will not only say congratulations, but also thank you. Now, if you would allow me to give a brief story of mine which dictates the perseverance in my school days until I become of what I am today. Somehow it would inspire you that you don't need to be somebody to become me. All you need is the faith to yourself and to God. I finished my elementary and high school in Immaculate Heart of Mary School. That was its former name. But due to the high demand of education, they improved it and made it a college. It is now called the Immaculate Heart of Mary College. So whenever I pass by to my alma mater, I feel proud and dignified because I would never have reached my dreams without the help and support of my school. And I feel lucky because even though my school was not that famous during my time, it gave me a chance to think of my dream, plan for it, and lastly, pursue it. That is the same chance and even more greater opportunities that AMA School has given to you. Napakaswerte po ninyo, mga graduates, dahil meron kayong eskwelahan na sinusuportahan kayo at ibinuhos ang lahat para makamtan ninyo ang inyong pagtatapos. Hindi po lahat ng eskwelahan ay kayang ibigay ang lahat ng oportunidad na binigay sa inyo ng AMA. At hindi po lahat ng eskwelahan ay may mga guro na handang magsakripisyo alang-alang sa inyong kinabukasan. When I was in high school, I was not a bright student. I was not even on top. I didn't even have the chance to be in A section or pilot section that each student would dream to be in. I was jealous to my batchmates who had the opportunity to be in that class. They would always be the model and the priority. Kami pumapangalawa lang lagi. But this encouragement didn't stop me from dreaming big. I may not be as intelligent as they are, but for sure, I am more capable of doing something that would definitely outdo them. And there is one great proof that I'd be proud to share to you. When I was in third year high school, as usual, second class section ulit, walang high honors, walang geek classmates, walang patalbugan sa score sa exam, kundi mga estudyante na aktibo sa ibang bagay katulad ng extracurricular activities, sports, student leaders, Boy Scout officers and staff, choir members, school dancers, at CAT officers lang. At first, you would just laugh when you look at my section. But ladies and gentlemen, it made a history in our school. That section was the only class that got all the awards that was available in our school. And academic awards is for them, but the rest of the awards sa amin. And when the cheerleading competition started, because of the leadership of our class, the juniors, or the third year by then, we won and was able to beat the seniors. That was the time when our whole batch became solid and definitely finished our senior days with flying colors. We have done that because of two things. First, we have the perseverance and courage to face all the challenges. We didn't give up so easily to reach the top and be a good sports afterwards. You can do that too, actually. The mere fact that you're sitting in front of us right now, you already have the courage to face the people and tell them that you are prepared to face the college life. Second, we had an advisor who loved and supported us all throughout and never missed a chance to be there whenever the competition begins. She would always tells us to study hard and never relax in our academics. But more importantly, she taught us how to be good, honest and God-fearing person that we can be. So everyone in our school will be proud of us. Meron din po kayo nun dito dahil ang tinutukoy ko na aming advisor na nagmahal, nag-aruga, sumuporta, promotekta at nagturo sa amin ay walang iba kundi ang inyong puting principal na si Miss Amy Graila. And to address new graduates, student, teachers, moderators, and even the owner of this school, AMA College or AMA School will definitely maintain your high standing in statistics because this fine lady in front of you will uphold and continue to promote the goodwill and the vision and mission of this school. And I personally can vouch for her. Because of Ms. Grahida, she was able to push me on what I am now. I'm a pilot of Philippine Airlines. I carry the big responsibility by bringing my passengers from point A to point B safely. It's not an easy task. It takes a lot of courage and determination in my career. We don't have the usual vacation that we usually have. We don't have Christmas, New Year, All Souls, or All Saints Day, and even Valentine's Day for that matter. Because those times we are more busy due to the increase of passenger load. We don't have any night differential pay, even though we usually fly at night and we arrive at our destination in the morning. All of these are pure hard work and sacrifice because I love my career. And because of this career, my passengers are paying me not only money, but the smile, praises, and believe me when I tell you that their acknowledgements, especially the workers from the Middle East or OFW, are worth dying for. Because of this career, I was able to provide for my family, my beautiful wife, Kathy, and our 3 children. Graduates, I was able to do it because I remember the people who supported me and the values that they have embedded to my heart. It made me a good person, not only for my career, but also to the other people. College life is full of excitement, so you listen, graduates. You will experience a lot of different approaches when it comes to your studies. Your professor will not spoon feed you on what to do or not to do. Remember that, okay? They will assume that since you graduated you are graduates of K-12 program, you will be able to handle yourself in college. Sometimes the professor will just give you the chapter and will get a little bit of questions with that large scope, and then that will be your exam. So walang spoon feeding na nangyayari sa college. You will take the famous basic subjects like psychology, aesthetics, chemistry, and of course the favorite for the calculus. This is a complex version of basic subjects that you took for the last 6 months or a year. But after this battery of tests of basic and general subjects, then you will be introduced to the basic concepts and curriculum of the course that you have chosen. You will now be given the opportunity to excel on it and love it in your own special way. All of the tools will be given to you by your school and will enhance you to be at your best and in your own chosen career. And once again, makinig kayo, graduates, college life is also full of temptations. A big difference of your freedom will be expressed compared in your high school days. There will be no more teachers who are monitoring you from time to time. There will be no more counselors to check your statistics every month. The security guards will no longer stop you when you leave the school premises. Ayan, maraming tuwan-tuwa dyan. The outside world of the university and college campus has a lot of temptations that will be waving at you and persuade you to buy them. Use them or even cut classes just to enjoy their company. You can just even focus on your love life and disregard the advices and saying of your parents. But all of this really depends on you. The choice is up to you. Just remember your vision and mission, and for sure, you will not be in despair. As much as I would like to share more of my experiences and stories, I will not prolong it anymore because this day is for you graduates, to celebrate your success with your family and loved ones. But before I end my speech, I would like to take this opportunity to acknowledge 3 most important personalities in this graduation. First is our teachers, professors, and even the management and staff. Kina sir at ma'am. My dear friends, the students who are sitting in front of you right now would not be here today, wearing their beautiful and presentable togas. And even this prestigious event would not be possible without your hard work, perseverance, and even the dedication to your job. Your preparation for your classes every day surely affirms the students of your sincerity and willingness in your profession. The patience that you possess in handling everyday class makes you personality to be beyond. Lastly, your love to the students surely helped them in their academics, extracurricular activities, and even personal issues molded them into a better person. Combining all of these traits make you one proud person who can shout to the world that all of these people are ready to face the challenge of college life and can call themselves as graduates. In my request, may I request the teachers and professors of this prestigious school to stand up and be recognized. Where the teachers and the professors? Nasaan po sila? Nakatayo na sila? Okay. And because all of you deserve a round of applause. Palakpakan naman po natin ang ating mga professors. Maraming salamat. Second is my favorite part because I can see myself in you right now. I salute all the fathers who work hard and gave everything in your manhood to be able to provide to the needs of your family. You sacrifice your own personal happiness just to see the happiness of your spouse and children. You put yourself to the limit and give all of your strength that you have just to provide food, shelter, and the support of in the school of your children. I want to give my gratitude to all the mothers who raise their child with love, understanding, and sacrifices. Teaching them good deeds and being the role model in the house show them that the great responsibility that you possess. Who wakes up every day, every morning just to cook food and prepare that they will have and bring for their school. Making the house full of love and call it a home. To you both parents, I thank you because you did all the best you can do to help them finish their studies. Because I know seeing your children holding their diploma, soaring high of their dreams and thinking of their future is really priceless. And now may I request the parents of the graduates to please stand up and be recognized. Nasaan po ang ating mga magulang? Nasa likod? Tayo po tayong lahat and graduates, palakpakan ninyo ang inyong mga magulang. Congratulations po sa inyong mga mommy at daddy. Pwede na po muna. Maraming salamat. Lastly, but not the least, sa mga pinakabida ng araw na ito to the graduates. Please stand up. Graduates, please stand up. I thank you for being the obedient and great student that you can be. You strive your everyday life as student to complete and finish your studies with flying colors. You serve as kuyas and ates to your lower batches, showing them that if you can make it, they can make it also. I thank you for being our next hope and the future of our country. Now I leave you with one great challenge. As the theme of this graduation, mag-aaral ng K-12 handa sa hamon ng buhay. I challenge you to become not only as one distinguished student in college to be able to reach your dreams, but as a good and a kind person that you can be for the rest of your life. Hinahamon ko kayo, hindi lang dapat kayong maging magaling na estudyante sa kolehiyo para maabot ang inyong mga pangarap, kung hindi maging isang mabuti at mabait na tao din kayo sa abot ng inyong makakaya sa panghabang buhay. Maraming salamat at congratulations. Mabuhay.
Thank you very much, Captain Dennis Pangilinan, for that very inspiring words of challenges to our graduating students. Sir Dennis and Sir Rene, on stage please. This certificate of appreciation is awarded to Captain Dennis N. Pangilinan in grateful acknowledgement and deep appreciation for imparting his invaluable insights and inspiration to the students and members of the educated community during the first commencement exercises held at SM Sucat Cinema 2, Dr. Arcadio Santos Avenue, Parañaque City, given this 22nd day of March 2018, signed Engineer Ronel M. Soneros, Director. Thank you very much, Sir Dennis. And Seme, I'll call on the class valedictorian, Vanessa V. Patricio, for her valedictory address.
To our honorable guest speakers, members of administration, faculty and staffs, our parents, fellow graduates, friends, loved ones, ladies and gentlemen, good day. It is such a pleasure to share in the intensity of emotion filling this place as we who are graduating close this chapter of our life story of being a senior high school student. As we stare at our fellow graduates surpass seemingly endless workloads, we are able to swim to the river of challenges with lesson learned and this experience. And although we may say temporary farewells, but surely this will not be the end, because it just proved that we achieved something and definitely means not the finale. As the journey goes, our lives changes detail by detail, and in every turning point lies a life lesson. Over the last 2 years here at AB Basic Education of Las Piñas, we have learned a lot. All of the knowledge they have shared and given to us will no doubt be valuable as we go forward in life. But along the way to our future, there will always be challenges ahead of us. What we need to do is meet those challenges with a mind that is open to everything and attached to nothing, and a heart that is ready for anything. When faced with challenges, look for a way in and not a way out. Some things are within our control. We can decide to work hard and accomplish the goals we set for ourselves, or we can be discontented and let the chips fall where they may. And there are things in life that are out of control, but we can control our reaction to these things. We can be happy with the things that are thrown at us and try to turn them into good things. Or we can be discontented and let the chips fall where they may. It is all about our choice. Our lives and our future are whatever we make of them. Chase Down once said that in life, we can always count on being born great or having greatness thrust upon us. But always remember that the opportunity to achieve greatness is within our grasp. Keep in mind that some of our social and political leaders and heroes started their lives as an average person, just like you and me. But despite the failures and challenges that we are facing, remember that an average person can also achieve greatness through hard work and determination. Today's generation has a lot of opportunity and challenges to face. But let us not forget that in every challenges, we are better than those. We just have to be motivated and be determined with all the disciplines that we ourselves can surpass any challenges in life. Struggle, challenges, and hard times offer us so much more values than any other time in our lives. Imagine when we got what we want easily. No struggle, no challenges, no hard work. And then something came up, something hard, and we didn't know what to do because we have never gone through anything that made us strong. If we didn't have failures, if we didn't have struggle or any disappointment in lives, then we could have no strength, courage, and compassion. We cannot get stronger without persistence. We cannot grow without struggle. So think about the times in our lives that may have been hard, but force us to become better. So be grateful for all the struggles and work on ourselves that we ourselves can surpass any challenges in life. I can't imagine any of you choosing to live a life that cautiously with all the opportunities lay before you. So take risks, set goals, don't give up, and take the detours that inevitably happen and learn from them. Because we have purpose in this world, and we will only find it if we keep going and keep growing. As we go forward, don't forget those people who help us in our journey, and those who will make along the way. To all the teachers, we thank you for holding our knowledge,
abilities, and skills. Thank you for always believing that we could do better. And most especially to our previous advisor, thank you for always believing that we could do better, that we will be a great leader someday. Thank you for being such an inspiration and for loving us as if we were your true children. Your life lesson will always be remembered. We love you, we miss you, and this one is also for you. To all our friends, thank you for being there through laughters and tears, and for supporting us with whatever we do. To all our parents, we thank you for everything, for giving us the right living we have right now. And wherever the next chapter in our journey may take us, make sure it includes joy. So I would like to challenge us to take the enthusiasm that surrounds us tonight out into the world with us and use it to obtain our goals. In closing, I would like to ask all the graduates to join me for a big round of applause for all the hard works we've done, especially to our parents. Good luck, and congratulations to all of us.
Thank you very much, Vanessa. Such an amazing delivery. May we have now the presentation and confirmation of the graduates. Sir Leo.
Miss Ivy Grahita School Principal, I have the honor to present to you 157 candidates for the graduation, 87 of whom are boys, and 71 are girls, of AMA Basic Education of Las Piñas for the school year 2017-2018. They have satisfactorily completed all the requirements prescribed by the Department of Education.
By the virtue of the authority vested upon me by the Department of Education, Division of Las Piñas, and with the presentation and certification by the class advisors, that these 86 boys and 71 girls, of total of 157 students of senior high school, have satisfactorily completed the senior high school curriculum prescribed by the Department of Education. I hereby confirm their graduation, and therefore they are entitled to receive senior high school certificates of graduation and to enjoy whatever benefits appertaining thereto. Congratulations and mabuhay! Please take a bow. We will now proceed to the distribution of the diplomas to be given by the following advisors. Ms. Mary Ann Avaricio of Accountancy, Business and Management, or the ABM strand. Alex A. Dumandan, General Academic strand, or GAS. Sayid Ahmad Sinsuwat, Humanities and Social Science, and Science, Technology, Engineering, and Mathematics. John Pius Gruba, Technical, Vocational, and Livelihood Track Animation. May I call on Ms. Mary Ann? And of course, the diplomas will be awarded by Sir Ines Someros, to be assisted by Ma'am Gina Guerra, the Chief School of Governance and Operation Division, DepEd Las Piñas. Ma'am, please.
Ladies and gentlemen, may I present to you the ABM students, the Accountancy, Business and Management strand. Abanya Maynil Abalia. Avila Mark Kenneth Marshall. Sulokan Kenneth Mayjoy. Custodio Alan J. Borja. De Solok Mang Arthur Sarmiento. Hernandez John Dennis Arroyo. La Chica Justine Barsal. Lastomen Harvey Alkis. Matienzo Kenneth Alcobendas. Policarpio Paul Vincent Ocampo. Andalis Maria Nika Makauya. Apuya Elame Bolpa. Aranda Shania Angeline Cosme. Baroga Elme Suliano. Barquilia Rian Claire Alansagay. Colosa Danica Joy Lion. Daclizon Stephanie Jane Bihaan. Esther Janeca May Fogoseno. Gamo Eliza Joyce. Vilado Kimberly Vinoya. And Villegas Maria Cristina Tamo. Congratulations, graduates.
To our guests and to our parents, may I present to you 47 students from General Academic Strand. Achaso Gariboy Garnidra. Adlaon Gwende Lastinosa. Arreglado Alex James Malcontento. Aureliano Cyril Escolona. Bermas Melmar Solis. Chan Lawrence Ordonez. Condino David Siniel. Daus David Jenidaga Alala. De la Cruz Harold Rosique. Eugenio John Alvin Malaban. Fuentes Richard Batis. Galarde Christian Lemuel Ras. Gerardo Rinwell Brian Rivera. Lorica Neil Joseph Tesalona. Martin Aldrin Apura. Mentos Clifford Canyo. Nobleza Julius Jr. Poco. Ramirez Razel Emmanuel Hernandez. Ramos Gerald Yasa. Sancho Albert Jason Zinyal. Santos Carl Angelo Belmonte. Singson Carlo Ordonez. Torina Johnny Rapada. Vilan Glenn Paul Ray. Bautista Angelica Cado. Cana Viname Contero. Ebuesa Desiree De Leon. Andres Rehan Naga. Estacio El Marie Capal. Fernandez Valdeon Bay. Garcia Maria Isabel Aubrey Dominguez. Yentuya Alpha Grace Cabilas. Gonzalez Christine Juan Patino. Mariana Alexa Sarmiento. Mangbit Baby Jean Sumatra. Rubat Rutan de los Santos. Mangilin
Justin Alcaraz. Manlegra Nicolcaida Galinero. Marquez Justin Ray Medina. Pag-awan Ria Lorraine Hapa. Panimbatan Yulisa Gutierrez. Patricio Vanessa Valencia. Clarisan Arame de la Cruz. Marugal Mary Ann Capada. Tapia Jasmine K. Nime. Victoria Bianca Baldos. And Villarreal Francesca May Geronimo. Congratulations.
At this point in time, I request Dr. Erwin Sumeros. Sabrina, thank you very much.
I'd like to introduce the graduates from Humanities and Social Sciences. Agravante Jessica Mojares. Ditapa Joyce Clinton Solomon. Fernandez Maui Laimo Bertita. Montserrat Alfrancis Pelayo. Rica Plaza Jimancel Tai. Alicante Rizal Jim Ausa. Aranda Reynalyn Fayet. Barba Andrea Jane Villian. Eugenio Kurt Andre Velez. Faharo Maika Daba. Dana Mirasol Vehibia. Fernando Angelica Mime. Jao Maria Divina Cadayan. Macalinaw Mary Nicole Canlas. Navarro Reina Ann de la Cruz. Pombo Eloisa Permejo. Sanducal Justin Alcala. Saracanlao Almay Medina. Vito Irene May Cantiga. And now the graduates from the Science, Technology, Engineering, and Mathematics stream. Alo Chomel Aldestoy. Barameda Cleon Erby Mendoza. Bernardo Rizalino Apolonio Jr. Kalumba Daniel Makusa. Castillo Mario Como Jr. Comestra Michael Angelo Campos. Dimagulangan Levin Saldo. Fernandez Chris Agadia III. Francisco Bay Austin Marfield. Mendoza Louis J. Labio. Melensilio Gavin Rob Alarte. Pugong Darren Aaron Avendano. Torres Jeremiah Cedillo. Fernandez Mary Grace Caluto. Gabriel Camille Borja. Laurelia Romeli Christy Checa. Martinez Jacqueline Lloyd. Tim Maribel Paipa. Again, congratulations.
Ladies and gentlemen, may I present to you the graduates of Technical Vocational Livelihood track taking Animation NC2 to start with Arevalo John Harold Gala, Basho Shandon James Parang, Brillantes Darrell Perez, Brillantes Marlon Santiago, Gabriela Vivaggio Villaosa, Chavez Edison Rangrang, Diquitos Carpenter Villanueva, Esadera Frank Joshua Gilly, Evangelista Erwin Castillo, Fabiana Christopher Dan, Gorospe Ero J. Conrad, Hindap Jefferson Argarin, Hortelano Jesse Ann, Inan Ryan James Sito, Jumagdaw Dick Iverson Habon, Legaspi Ariel Craigo, Mariano Brian Mireles. Marsan Erjan Bakir. Matias Peter Sabanda. Melchor Edgardo Gerald Nagy. Minalang Jabar Ananta. Molina Gary Benao. Necesario John Roy Hernandez. Roncero J. Mark Cantinas. Sanchez Leonard Bernardino. Suan Jason Mandaluyong. Tonelete Kevin Carl Medina. Velarde Angelo Torres. Villa Hermosa Manuel Christian Aboboto. Villanueva Kevin Eisenhower. Viloria Jocelyn Marquez. Sarsuela Bimar Masuka. Dapilaga Karami Gallardo. Fernando Angela Santo Domingo. Lee Antoinette Magaso. Mercado Patricia Grace Tau. Regenio Cristina de la Vega. Sarantes Princess Leia Pan. Again, congratulations.
Thank you very much, my dear advisors. Of course, Senator, Dr. Erwin and Ma'am China, thank you so much. We will now proceed to the special awards. May I request Sir Ray, please come up on stage, and Sir Rene once more. May I also request this time the parents of our awardees to please accompany their children. We will start with the special awards. Programmer of the Year, Scott Rater V. Lequito. Graphic Designer of the Year, and Best in Research Presentation, Jefferson A. Hindang. Best in Research Paper, Best in Immersion, Rayhan and Edres. Patria Grace C. Mercado. John Alvin M. Herman. A. Austin M. Francisco. Risha C. Navarro. Alan J. Sturgeon. Justine A. Sandupa. Premier Angel and Ilan. Scott Prater V. DeVito. And Jesse Bob in Agravante. Ladies and gentlemen, our service awardees. Please take a moment. Ladies and gentlemen, our Leadership Awardee of the Year, Jesse Bob M. Agravante. Thank you, Sir Ray. Sir, may I please stay? honorable mention, Irene May C. Vito and Jessica M. Agravante. Our second honorable mention, Jefferson A. Hunda. First honorable mention, Aaron A. Hugo. Our valedictorian, Marife S. Piñas. And our valedictorian, Vanessa V. Patricio. Ladies and gentlemen, let's give a round of applause to our academic awardees. Thank you very much. Thank you, Sabine and Sir Dennis. In behalf of Engineer Romel M. Semeros, who's not with us this afternoon, I thank you all for coming to our graduation ceremony. See graduates, parents, and staff. Here today is a testament to the achievements of the graduates and the love and support they have received over the years. Today is the fun part. However, the past few years have seen the graduates work exceptionally hard. All of us working here very much remember the students who have started senior high school looking somewhat overwhelmed by the whole experience. We are the lucky ones who have had the privilege of helping you with your education growth. Also, we have watched your parents support you with everything that you did. Every graduate here today has worked very hard to make the best of themselves. You have persevered and worked towards your goals in a determined way. Each of you has grown in a way that you should be proud of you. You arrived here at the graduation a skilled and valuable group, all ready to tackle the next set of challenges, which will ensure your growth further. You are all a credit to yourselves. Growth comes in many ways. through out-of-school activities, helping others, and dealing with changes every school student has to go through, as well as achieving at school. The graduates have shown a readiness to tackle all these areas. This has given you all a rounded education. It has also meant you have grown as people into well-rounded young adults. Celebrate your graduation day. I do hope you have lots of fun planned after the ceremony. These celebrations are a fitting end to your school days. They also give us a lift here at school as we see how much graduation means to you. Let me thank all the parents for their willingness to help the school. Their active participation in your child's education. You are hugely appreciated by the educative community. We have valued your input at all times. I also want to thank the dedicated staff at the school. They have not sought any praise, but their skill and dedication to the task of educating the students are enormous. These are the faculty staff and the non-teaching but supportive staff, as well as the management. The future holds many challenges and successes for all of you. Each of you will have your own unique opportunities to grow. I am confident you will rise to every occasion. Let me wish you all the best for the future. Thank you and mabuhay and congratulations. At this point in time, I would like to call on Jefferson A. Hinda, our second honorable mention for the Pledge of Loyalty.
May I request fellow graduates to please stand up. Raise your right hand and repeat after me. Pledge of loyalty.
Pledge of loyalty.
In gratitude to you.
In gratitude to you.
Alma mater.
Alma mater.
I pledge my loyalty.
I pledge my loyalty.
To you and your ideals.
To you and your ideals.
To perpetually uphold.
To perpetually uphold.
Your standards and traditions.
Your standards and traditions.
And to endeavor to serve.
And to endeavor to serve.
My country and fellow men.
My country and fellow men.
To my utmost ability.
To my utmost ability.
Mindful that whatever destiny.
Mindful that whatever destiny.
Shall bring me.
Shall bring me.
I shall have to live up.
I shall have to live up.
To your highest and fullest.
To your highest and fullest.
Expectations.
Expectations.
Worthy of a true progeny.
Worthy of a true progeny.
Of my alma mater.
Of my alma mater.
The AMA Basic Education of Las Piñas.
The AMA Basic Education of Las Piñas.
Never to be complacent.
Never to be complacent.
We shall persevere.
We shall persevere.
For progress and service.
For progress and service.
It's now the time for our graduates to serenade us with their graduation songs. Come here, please.
I won't question why. Oh,
Patawad. Now. Harap sa likod. Harap. Harap sa labas. Harap.